A 67-year-old woman in Arizona opened her mailbox last September and found a letter from the Social Security Administration. The letter said she had been overpaid $8,400 over the past 2 years, and they were going to start withholding her entire monthly check until the money was paid back. She did what any reasonable person would do. She picked up the phone and called the Social Security 800 number to explain. She waited on hold for 47 minutes. The call dropped. She called back. Hold time, over an hour. She tried 3 more times that week. By the time she finally reached a human being, 63 days had passed since the date on that letter. Her appeal window was 60 days. She lost the right to fight it. And starting that next month, her entire $1,890 Social Security check was withheld. Gone, until the alleged overpayment was paid back. She didn't lose that money because she did anything wrong. She lost it because she trusted a phone system that no longer has enough people to answer it. Since January 2025, the Social Security Administration has lost approximately 7,000 employees, about 12% of its workforce. That's the largest staffing cut in the agency's history. And right now, in 2026, every single American collecting Social Security or applying for it is feeling the effects, whether they know it or not. I'm Artur. I've spent more than 20 years helping American retirees protect their benefits from exactly these kinds of bureaucratic traps. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what changed at SSA, who is most at risk, and the 3 free steps you need to take this week to make sure your monthly payment is protected. Stay with me until step 3, because that is where I'll show you the one mistake that even people who follow every rule are still making, and it's costing seniors over $10,000 apiece. Let me tell you about Margaret. Margaret is 68 years old. She lives in a small town in North Carolina. She retired 4 years ago from a career as a school administrator. Her monthly Social Security benefit is $2,140. Margaret did everything right. She filed her claim at the right age. She set up direct deposit. She kept her address updated. She paid her taxes on time. In August of last year, Margaret got a letter from SSA. It said her benefit had been calculated incorrectly back in 2022, and she had been overpaid by roughly $6,800. The letter gave her 2 options. She could appeal the decision, or she could request a waiver if she couldn't afford to pay it back. Both options had deadlines printed on the letter, but the deadlines were buried in the 4th paragraph, and the language was confusing. Margaret, like most seniors her age, picked up the phone. She called the 800 number. The recorded voice told her the estimated wait was 90 minutes. She held for 45 minutes before the call dropped. She called back the next day. Same thing. She tried 6 times over 3 weeks. When she finally got through to a representative, the woman on the other end was kind but firm. The 30-day window to request a waiver had expired. The 60-day window to file an appeal had 8 days left. Margaret didn't know what forms she needed. The representative gave her the form numbers but couldn't fill them out for her. Margaret missed the appeal deadline by 4 days. Starting that November, her entire $2,140 monthly check was withheld. For 3 months in a row, she had no Social Security income. She had to borrow money from her son to cover her Medicare supplement premium and her property taxes. Total damage, nearly $7,000 in withheld benefits before she could even start trying to fix it. The most painful part? If Margaret had simply logged into her My Social Security account online the day she got that letter, she could have filed both forms in about 20 minutes, without ever picking up the phone. And Margaret is not alone. According to the AARP and confirmed by the Social Security Inspector General in December 2025, average phone wait times at SSA are now 10 times longer than they were just a few years ago. In 33 states, the SSA has at least 10% less staff than it did the year before. So let me break down what actually happened and what it means for your check. Segment 1. What SSA officially announced. Here's what the Social Security Administration actually says on its own website, in a blog post dated February 28, 2025. Quote, Social Security recently set a staffing target of 50,000, down from the current level of approximately 57,000 employees. End quote. In plain English, that means SSA committed to cutting about 7,000 workers from its payroll. By November of 2025, independent analysis from the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities confirmed that 6,645 employees had already left. an 11.4% reduction. SSA also announced it was shrinking its 10 regional offices down to just 4. This is the lowest staffing level the agency has had in over 50 years. What you should do because of this: stop assuming that "I'll just call them" is a workable plan in 2026. It isn't anymore. Segment 2. What this means for your actual monthly check. Here's the good news first, because I want you to breathe before I tell you the rest. The staffing cuts have not reduced or delayed scheduled monthly retirement benefit payments. Your check on the second, third, or fourth Wednesday of the month is still arriving on schedule. The 2025 cost of living adjustment of 2.5% was applied normally. So if your check is currently the right amount and arriving on time, nothing about the staffing cuts has changed that. In plain English, the machine that mails the checks still works. What broke is the machine that fixes problems when something goes wrong. And things go wrong more often than you'd think. Wrong benefit calculations, overpayment notices, survivor benefit transitions when a spouse passes away, adjustments under the Social Security Fairness Act for retired teachers, firefighters, and police officers. Every one of those situations now requires you to interact with an agency that has dramatically fewer people. What you should do because of this: if your check is fine right now, lock in that situation by creating an online account this week before anything goes wrong. Segment 3, the part that most people get completely wrong. Now here is the part that most people, including financial advisors, get completely wrong. The Social Security Administration is now serving more Americans than ever before, with the smallest workforce it has had in over 50 years. Let me give you the actual numbers, because they will shock you. In 1995, SSA had about 65,000 employees serving 43 million beneficiaries. Today, SSA has about 50,000 employees serving more than 73 million beneficiaries. That means every single SSA employee is now responsible for nearly 1,460 Americans, more than double the workload they had 30 years ago, with fewer people doing it. And here's the part that should really make you sit up. The SSA's own Inspector General released a report in December 2025, confirming that the phone wait times the agency publicly advertises are shorter than what callers actually experience. The reason is technical, but important. The official average speed of answer only counts calls that successfully connect with a representative. It does not count calls that get disconnected. It does not count calls where the caller gives up. It does not count calls routed to an automated callback. So when SSA says the wait is 20 minutes, the real wait for most callers is longer, sometimes much longer. Some seniors have documented hold times of 3 hours or more on a single call. In plain English, the official wait time is the best-case scenario, not the typical one. What you should do because of this: never make the phone your first line of defense. Make it your last. Segment 4. The Disability and Fairness Act Backlog. Here's what the Urban Institute confirmed using SSA's own data in mid-2025. About 940,000 to 950,000 Americans are currently waiting for an initial decision on a Social Security disability claim. The average wait for that initial decision is approximately 230 days, more than 7 months. If you get denied and have to appeal, the average wait for a hearing is 16 months. In plain English, if you are between 55 and 64 and applying for Social Security disability right now, you should be prepared to wait roughly a year for an initial answer and potentially another year and a half if you have to appeal. For someone expecting $1,500 a month in disability benefits, a 7-month delay means $10,500 of income you're entitled to that you simply don't have access to yet. And separately, if you are a retired teacher, firefighter, police officer, or other public sector worker, the Social Security Fairness Act that took effect in early 2025 is supposed to be increasing your monthly benefit by anywhere from $360 to $1,190 or more, plus a lump sum back payment. But staffing cuts have slowed those adjustments. Roughly 3.2 million Americans are affected. What you should do because of this: if you are in either of these categories, check your account status every single month in writing through your online portal. Now let me give you exactly 3 steps to take this week. Not 5, not 7, 3. Because 3 is what you'll actually remember. Step 1. Create your My Social Security account. Go to ssa.gov/myaccount. You'll need to sign in with either login.gov or id.me. From inside that account, you can check your payment status, change your direct deposit, get a benefit verification letter, file an appeal, and check the status of any claim. It takes about 15 minutes to set up, and it is completely free. This single step bypasses the phone system entirely for about 80% of what you'd normally need to call about. Step 2. Write down 2 form numbers and put them somewhere visible. Form SSA-561 is the appeal form. You have 60 days from the date on any benefit decision letter to file it. Form SSA-632 is the overpayment waiver request. Filing it within 30 days stops collection while SSA reviews your case. Both forms are downloadable for free from ssa.gov/forms. Put these 2 numbers on your refrigerator. If you ever get a scary letter from SSA, those are the 2 forms that can save you. Step 3, and this is the one most people skip. Log into your My Social Security account on the first day of every month and check that your benefit amount, your direct deposit, and your address are all correct. This takes less than 5 minutes. If you skip this step, here's exactly what happens. You won't notice an error until the check arrives wrong or a letter arrives demanding money back. By then, the appeal clock has already started ticking, and you will be one of the millions of Americans trying to get through to a phone system that has 7,000 fewer people answering it. 5 minutes a month protects you from a problem that can take 6 months to fix. Before you leave today, do me one small favor. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you tried to call Social Security in the last year? Yes or no? And if yes, how long did you wait on hold? I read every single comment and I reply to as many as I can. And if you have a parent, a spouse, a sibling, or a neighbor who is on Social Security, please share this video with them right now. One missed deadline has cost American seniors over $6,000 apiece. That share button is right below this video. It takes you 3 seconds and it could protect someone you love. If you're not subscribed to Senior Pension Benefits Hub yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday covering exactly these kinds of rules, because they're changing faster than ever, and you deserve to know before the letter shows up in your mailbox. In my next video, I'm covering the Social Security Overpayment Recovery Rule, the policy that lets SSA legally withhold 100% of your monthly check until they get their money back. It affects more than 2 million Americans every year, and most people have never even heard of it until the letter arrives. Click right here to watch it now. Take care of yourself. Take care of your benefits. I'll see you in the next one.